All right, today we're going to talk about a tool that can honestly, fundamentally change your entire trading journey. It's your personal trading mission statement. Let's dive right in. You ever been there? Staring at the charts, just feeling completely adrift, totally directionless. Maybe you've made one of those impulsive trades, the one, born out of fear or greed, and you regretted it the second you click the button. Well, if you've ever felt lost in that chaos, trust me, you are not alone. But what if you had a compass? A personal guide to keep you on course, especially when the market gets stormy. Well, that's exactly what a trading mission statement is. Think of it as your personal North Star, giving you clarity and guidance right when you need it the most. So let's dig into what this North Star actually is, because it's way more than just a fuzzy idea. It's a real, concrete tool that helps you make better decisions. A trading mission statement is a personal document you create that lays out your purpose, your core principles, and your non-negotiable boundaries. It's designed to lock in your strategy and force you to be consistent, especially during those crazy, volatile times that really test every trader's discipline. So, to build this North Star of yours, we need to understand its 5 key parts. I want you to think of these as the essential building blocks for creating a mission statement that's powerful, totally personal to you, and most importantly, effective. And here they are. We're going to walk through each one, step by step. Your purpose, your values, your boundaries, your identity, and finally, your contribution. So let's start right at the beginning. First up is purpose. This is your fundamental why. And listen, the answer is not just to make money. That's the result, right? Your purpose is the deeper reason, the real motivation that's driving you to even show up to the markets day after day. So what is your why? Is it about finding financial liberation so you can finally quit that job or travel the world? Or maybe it's about the intellectual challenge, the thrill of solving the market's giant puzzle. For others, it could be about building a legacy for their family, or simply developing skills like discipline and making tough decisions under pressure. Your why? That's your ultimate fuel. Okay, next up, we've got values. Now, if your purpose is your destination, then think of your values as the rules of the road that guide you there. They are the absolute non-negotiables that are going to shape every single decision you make. These values, they act like a filter for your actions. Are you committed to discipline, to following your plan no matter what? Do you value patience, waiting for that perfect setup instead of forcing a bad trade? Or maybe your highest value is risk management, protecting your capital above all else. Defining these is absolutely critical. All right, next we have boundaries. This is where your mission gets super practical. Boundaries are the clear black and white rules you set before you ever place a trade. They're your first line of defense, not just for your money, but for your mental well-being too. For instance, this could be a hard rule like, I will never ever risk more than 1% of my capital on any single trade. It could mean defining which markets you'll trade, setting strict trading hours to avoid burnout, or even establishing emotional limits, knowing the exact point when it's time to just shut it down and walk away for the day. Fourth, we've got identity. This one's all about understanding who you are as a trader. Your personality has a huge impact on which strategies will feel natural to you and which ones will feel like you're fighting yourself every step of the way. Are you more aggressive or are you more conservative? Acknowledging your identity helps you find strategies that actually fit. Are you a trend follower who loves to ride a big move? A contrarian who's always looking for opportunities where everyone else is freaking out? Or maybe you're a systematic trader who relies on data and rules to take all the emotion out of it. Knowing this helps you stay in your lane. And that brings us to our final component, contribution. This is what connects your trading to a purpose that's bigger than just you. How does this whole activity fit into your larger life goals? Thinking about this can be an incredible source of motivation, especially during those tough stretches that we all go through. Maybe you're trading to provide better opportunities for your family, or perhaps a portion of your profits goes to a charity you really care about, creating a real community impact. Or maybe your trading account is the seed money for that business you've always dreamed of starting. This gives every single trade a much deeper meaning. Okay, so we've covered the 5 core components. Now let's actually see how they all come together to create a real cohesive mission statement for different kinds of traders. Let's look at a few examples here. A conservative trader's mission might be all about preserving capital to achieve financial independence for their family. Now compare that to an aggressive day trader who's driven by that daily profit and the intellectual challenge of the game. And then you have a macro trader, whose mission might be to fund green technology. You see, each mission is like a unique fingerprint, reflecting their own purpose, values, and identity.
But we can take this whole thing even further. A basic mission statement is a great start, but a truly robust one, that becomes a dynamic tool that helps you grow and stay resilient.
So to really level up your mission, you can add more layers. You can integrate SMART goals to make your progress measurable. You could add a pledge to yourself for continuous learning and adaptation. You could even include a plan for psychological resilience, like how are you actually going to handle a big drawdown? And finally, define your disaster plan. What conditions would make you stop trading entirely?
And this is absolutely crucial. Your mission is not something you just write once and then shove in a drawer. It has to be a living document. You need to revisit it, refine it, and let it evolve as you grow and as the markets themselves change.
So that brings us to the final question. And this one is for you to take away from all this. You've seen the framework. You understand all the components. The only thing left to ask yourself is, what will your North Star be?